I'm ready.
Ready?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the OutQast podcast, Coffee Podcast. We are the OutQast Collective from Zagreb, Croatia. Just to introduce ourselves, we are a group of internationals based in Zagreb, Croatia. Some of us are from here. Some of us are from all around the world. What brings us together is, creative media, music, DJing, producing. We got graphic designers in the house. We got people with, visuals doing all the camera stuff. The guy behind the camera over there is Leon. We got that Chris, a.k.a. Christian Lizočić on camera number 2. Obviously, the graphic designer is over there. He's Dom. We're going to introduce him at some point as well. To my left is Lee. He's a DJ. He's also a programmer. He does all the computer stuff. He's basically the most organized person in this group. We can agree to that. And we've got June to my right, obviously your left. He's a musician. He's a DJ, a music producer, very creative young man. Also based here. He's also half Croatian. And I'm Anton, a.k.a. Tone, a.k.a. Tone Tawaro, a.k.a. the Rig Doctor. I
had no idea that was your name. Anton? What the fuck?
You didn't know Anton was my name?
No, man. No
Anton is my real name, but nobody called me that, so you can just call me Tone.
I didn't know you were the Red Doctor.
The Rig Doctor.
The Rig Doctor.
Yeah, now you know. Now everybody knows.
Anton.
A.k.a. the Hedge Master. Okay,
shit.
So yeah, man, I got a bunch of AKAs I just made up.
It's dope.
Anyways, I'm an MC. I'm based in Zagreb as well. I'm born and raised in Amsterdam. Went to an international school. Blah blah. So basically, we all came together, kind of like we all come from pretty much different backgrounds, and the music brought us together, etc. I mean, Lee. Actually, just we can start off with Lee. So what brought you to Zagreb?
Yeah, I know people would always say I have a fiance here, but what people would say is she brought me here. She was part of the reason, but she could have came to the States as well. But what brought me to Zagreb was I was in the Air Force for 6 years, and I was stationed in Japan, and then I was stationed in Italy. While I was stationed in Italy.
Was it Aviano?
Aviano, yeah.
In Italy.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, because that's where most of the people from the army came from when they came to party.
Yeah, when they come to party, because
so you're one of them.
Drive. Okay, you're going to put me in that box. So, no, they told me, first I was like, I went to Slovenia, and then people were like, yo, you ain't been nowhere if you didn't go to Croatia. I was like, man, whatever. Slovenia's the spot. Then I went to Croatia. I was like, damn, this shit's like dope. So
why did you think it was dope? Because a lot of people here. No. Let's be real.
Let's be real. Like the first time I went was 2012, and I came here, and first of all, it was cheap. Very cheap. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Okay. The currency.
It gets cheaper, man.
It's cheaper.
For your standards.
Yeah, from our standards. And then also, I think I fell in love with the country, especially when I went to the coast.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. The water was so clear, way better than in the States. You don't even want to put your toe in the water in the States, bro, if you see that. But also the culture. I really like the culture. And there was a lot of potential. I felt a lot of potential out here. Potential to build something up. I know it was there was
a lot of room for that stuff.
Exactly, because
right?
I know it's part of Yugoslavia and everything, but then I saw a lot of things that people were trying to do, and I could foresee what could happen from then on. If you know what I'm trying to say, like I saw this is before they joined the EU. You know what I'm saying?
So you were there before. So what's the first time you came here?
2012. So I knew like when I know it's 2014 when you joined the EU.
I think so, yeah.
Around that time.
2013, I think.
13 or 14, that's when I know more foreigners start coming, start seeing more businesses. I seen a lot of potential where it could be at. So I had a decision where if I go to school and stay in the States or come here with my fiance where all her family's at, and I was like, you know what, how about I just come over here, she with her family, and then I already like the culture and establish my life out here.
So how did you get accustomed to living here? Because let's keep it 100. Like it's not that diverse of a environment.
I keep it 1,000 though. Like when I first came here, man, I had people looking at me left and right like, who's this black guy walking around here, man? Because it's like 99.9% white over here, you know. Yeah. And no offense, but it was just
of course,
like
no one's taking.
Yeah, they're like, oh shit, a burnt one.
But the thing, I felt like. How you say it, like exhibition, you know what I'm trying to say? Like people are always staring at me everywhere I'm walking in the street or like the tram. Think about it, like it
I can totally relate.
It felt like a scary movie when like you're walking down the street,
eyes
and
on
then
you,
like the whole tram, everybody in the tram just like staring at you. You know what I'm trying to say? It looked like some scary movie, and I know where I'm from.
Yeah.
If people stare at you, that means it's either a problem.
Yeah. But here's this curiosity.
No, but I got that eventually. I understood that. But in the beginning, I was like, yo, what's the deal? What's going on? Are you about to do something or something like that? But
I think we should use this moment as a discllaimer for any, people of different, like, nations, cultures, races, whatever, who come to Croatia. If people look at you weird, they don't look at you in a bad way. They're just curious because they don't see it every day. Exactly. I mean, Zagreb has changed in that.
Yeah, it did change. Like, now they're more accustomed to
I moved there in 2006, 7, and back then it was way different, culturally than it is now. Like there's a lot more tourism here. Like summers used to be super dead here. Just like people who couldn't afford to go to the seaside or have like no one to go to or something. Just working their ass off in this like hot Zagreb. It was just really kind of like. And I also came during the summertime when I moved here, so it was like such a dead atmosphere. And I was thinking when I came here.
How old were you when you came here?
I was 16.
16?
Yeah. And I've never been to Zagreb before I came here. I've been to the coast and stuff.
Oh.
So it's like I was used to going to Croatia, having fun, coast, blah blah blah. And then the first time you come to Zagreb, it's summertime and you don't know anyone. It was just like such a weird experience for me.
Definitely.
But times have changed. Shit has changed. I've grown to love this city. It's my home now. What about you, June? When did you come here?
Came here, well, because my mom's Croatian, I used to spend all my summers here.
Your mom's from Zagreb as well?
My mom's from Zagreb. I used to come, since I was probably like 5 years old. My mom has like a little house in Daruvar and stuff. What we used to do is come to Zagreb and then always ship in and out and then go to the coast sometimes just to absorb the heat. My mom wanted me to experience Croatia because she knew that I would at one point, move over there because she's got some properties here and there that, I'm supposed to inherit at one point. That's why I needed to kind of get in touch with that as well as my Croatian side because I'm half Croatian, right? So I need to kind of. I get it now. She really wanted me to understand the culture because the culture is vastly different. It's like hugely different from like where I lived back in Malaysia and Singapore, right?
Rich Asians.
Yeah, no, rich Asians, yeah. And everyone's like really kind of, they're stuck up in their own way. It's very different from like anywhere else,
How are they stuck up?
They're like stuck up like...
Also, disclaimer, Rich Asians as the movie.
Crazy Rich Asians. Yo, go watch the movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's on his movies.
It's a bad movie. I'm from Singapore. I can say it's a bad movie. It's not.
He said it. I didn't say it.
I mean, it's okay. It's done really well and it's done accurately. But it was really Americanized to kind of just like, we're not here to talk about the movie.
Okay,
so.
No, it's fine. But it's just the thing on the side. But your dad is from.
My dad's from Hokkaido, Japan, which is like the north end of Japan.
So what are the people in north of Japan like?
Tall. That's why I'm tall. In case any of you
tall. He's the tallest Asian I've ever seen.
In case any of you were like, yo, you're not Asian, you're tall. Like, my dad's from the north part of Japan, which is like the most in touch with Russia part of Japan. Right?
And do you know why the North Japanese are tall?
I don't know, man. I think it's windy over there or something. Same reasons why Dalmatians are tall, or maybe I don't even know, bro.
Yeah.
Maybe
that's just such a random question.
Yeah,
that is. I don't know what the hell.
All right, so what do you do?
I just do music. Like that's all I do. I study international business.
Also.
Yeah.
So you guys met at college.
That's how we linked.
Oh yeah, we met in college. How did we meet?
It was funny as hell. But I was coming out of the gym and then I see him like his laptop is facing like him and I can't see what he's doing, but I just see him with his headphones on, just nodding his head. And then I walked by. I don't even know why I did this, but I was like, "Yo, you making beats, bro?" Because I used to make beats before, so I just
I was actually shocked because I was like,
"Oh my god,
is there a fucking mirror behind me or some shit?" Like, and I had FL Studio wide open making beats, and I was like, "Yo, this is some weird shit."
Just randomly,
like, he sensed it. It's supposed to be,
Yeah.
It's like on some Pharrell Chattanooga shit.
Yeah. Yo, some nerd shit. But yeah, then we talked and we linked up and found out we both DJ. You know what I'm saying? And then he's the one that hooked us up with our first gig together at.
So you already knew some people over here were like in the music scene or something?
No, I was introduced by some guy who ran a little bar on what was that street called? You know?
We're in plugin?
Yeah, plugin. It was
Rockstar?
Preradovićeva, yeah, Preradovićeva. Yeah, there was a street there, and I was like, yo, man, there's this spot. Nobody goes there, but we can DJ.
Yeah, he told me, like, bro, it's small as fuck.
Yo, it's like a bathroom in there.
Like, bro, it's small as fuck. Don't get your hopes up. I'm like, man, I didn't even care. I was like, yo, that's the thing about, him as well. But me, I was just there for the music. I just wanted to express. I had so much music collected. I wanted to just express myself.
You just wanted to do it somewhere anyway.
Yeah, and share it to other people, and then he gave us a platform to do that.
Yeah.
So you brought over your friends and stuff from school?
Yeah, that's how we started. We were bringing like it was really small. Yeah, we were just playing whatever. We played like.
We had a lot of
downloaded
support,
it yesterday.
Man.
We just threw it out there, and people were just feeling it. It was really dope. And then the owner was really like open and
like chill.
Yeah, chill, and he was
also pretty open though, because he was like he lived in South Africa a lot of his life, so he was like, you know, happy to meet someone who wasn't totally Croatian and wanted to do music as well, especially in his place.
Definitely.
So
just doing that because we like, no offense what they're doing now, but like we both agree like the music scene in Croatia was really it wasn't.
We always
diverse.
had something to complain about.
Yeah, but it wasn't diverse. It really wasn't.
It was always the same shit.
You only had a certain music that you can only hear a certain day.
Place, one day,
limited.
in a month.
You can't have. There's no diversity. You know what I'm trying to say?
Well, yeah, it's also because there's no big market for it.
Yeah, there's not a lot of different cultures here. That's why as well.
Also, it's not like the default culture. Like me growing up in Holland, you growing up in the States.
Yeah.
And I don't know about how things are in Asia and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know how Malaysia they do out there.
But like
okay, cool.
Yeah. So, but like in Holland, like the default music everyone listen to, especially when you're young, is hip hop music. Mm-hmm. Here it's I don't know.
That's not true.
Yeah, definitely.
No, man, what are you talking about?
Dude, I was born in Amsterdam.
I lived in Amsterdam, bro.
When did you live in Amsterdam?
Okay, I was like 2, but
okay, so what are you talking about?
He's saying,
bro,
I was like 2, but I used to go there like all the time.
Like inner city kids, like hip hop is your music. That's what you dance to. That's what you bump to, and that's it. Everybody had an Eminem CD.
House like sort of originated from there.
House from
music.
Amsterdam.
Yeah. Bro, House came from Detroit.
Slap
the shit out.
But it was like kind of made famous from.
No, bro. White people took. No offense, but white people.
Oh my god.
White people took that shit. Black people made House in Detroit. That's where it came
Black
from.
people made it.
Okay,
so
you
basically,
have no idea. Stop it.
Black people made all music.
Come on, man. We got the rhythm.
Follow us.
We got this. It's in our bones, bro.
But
it's in our soul.
Nah, man. House music originated in the States.
Yeah, Detroit
bro. And Chicago and New York took their twist to it.
I heard some scientist was like experimenting with some like mouse heartbeat or some shit like that. I don't know.
That sounds like something that would happen in Holland, but I don't know, honestly.
Nah.
Techno originated in Berlin, Germany, and this stuff.
Yeah, maybe it was to do with like
you got it twisted up. But basically, even if it wasn't, let's say, the default music everyone was listening to, I mean, at least everyone was just like used to hearing it all over the place.
Exactly.
And then you come here and people just, it was just more of like a subculture thing. Like people only who are really interested and like down with that shit really follow what was going on. It was really hard to get to that kind of stuff.
It wasn't a popular
exactly, and talking to people, it was really hard to like get to. It wasn't everywhere. It's like one radio station, maybe one TV program that aired like I don't know a couple times a week.
Yeah,
you could correct me if I'm wrong. I really don't know because I wasn't here. But
and also no offense, there was only one event planner that was really playing hip hop.
Yeah, it was just like Blackout.
And R&B Confusion.
And R&B Confusion at some point, later on.
But
that's just like 2, maybe 3, 4, little collectives in the whole city. And it's not a small city. It's someone who might not know, Zagreb is a city that holds almost like 1 million citizens. So that's a pretty large city, even, for European standards. And just to have just so little like hip hop around, it probably made you guys think like, holy fuck, we should do something about that, right?
Hell yeah. And then to me it was kind of like we were like the solutions, not to sound like big or anything, we were like kind of like the solution to a problem right there. The lack of, we wanted to be suppliers of sounds, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So that's why we wanted to link up together and form a group, So I remember I reached out to him and then we both talked about it, and we just needed the right moment to start it off. I think it was when semester started again, and then we all linked back up because I remember we had a break.
Yeah.
So then when we linked up, I know I had somebody, and then he knew somebody. We all linked up in a restaurant. We talked it through, and then that's when Dom and other people came through, and we decided like, yo, let's call this OutQast. I remember we got the name OutQast because we were talking about how our music is not the norm, or you know what I'm trying to say. It's not just
that. It's also because like everyone stares at us.
We're different. We're already different.
I mean, I think the name OutQast speak for itself.
We gotta claim it. We gotta claim it, right? Embrace it. Claim the diversity. You know, that's why we came with OutQast. Even though, let me just say, I know people misconstrued it with the group OutQast. We weren't that. You know what I'm trying to say?
No, of course. OutQast is that shit is religion. Let's not touch that.
Exactly. I love OutQast, the original group, but we were like OutQast Collective.
No, that's fine. Absolutely fine. It kind of reminds me, and probably this came out maybe like a couple years ago. I don't think you guys even knew about it or thought about it, but like, you know, Pharrell Williams, he has like this platform called Other.
Oh yeah, I know the Other.
So it's basically kind of like a similar idea.
Yeah. Other's dope.
Maybe for people who know that, kind of relate it to kind of what we're doing. You don't know. You should know, Chad.
You should know. But I was gonna say also, what we wanted to do with OutQast was not just push the boundaries of sound over here and eventually globally, but we wanted to push it visually as well. Yeah. You know what I'm trying to say? We wanted
like I have a visual identity.
Yeah, so we wanted to, with our videography or design, just to push boundaries and just
we wanted to push the standards of music as well. We wanted to
well, that's pretty ambitious. So
you know,
what are you guys doing now to kind of show that to people?
Well, you have to break it down, like kind of where we started from. What was our first event? Was in Hangout. Shout out to Hangout for that.
Shout out to Hangout bar.
It was a Hangout, and we throw their Hangout it was perfect as well because they were very open in this hostel. So there's a lot of different cultures that come through there in and out, you know. So then we threw our first event there, and they embraced us. We threw our sounds, and we grew a fan base from there. And then we had chances to play at Ugo's, and Ugo's was
that was our
imperative.
Like,
where's Ugo's even?
Ugo's is X in bar.
Yeah, X in bar.
Oh, that place. Yeah.
It's kind of crazy how that was imperative for us to play good because we had like 3 different owners that day to check us out.
Yeah, it was some important people.
It was the owner of the manager of Opera, and then the owner of Gallery was there as well. And
just on that one party.
The one party
that you guys were playing.
The dude who we have as a manager, Tadia. Shout out Tadia, our manager.
Shout out
Tadia. He made that happen where we had one night to prove to like basically Croatia because the owner of Noah was there too as well, and we had to like kill it just to like open doors, you know.
Yeah. And I mean, I have to say that's pretty lucky.
That's what it happened. It happened. They all linked up because it was somebody's birthday, one of the owners' birthday.
Oh, okay.
And they happened to come to our.
So that's what led up to you guys playing at Opera.
Yeah, so we went to
bigger
Opera.
clubs. You played at Gallery, right?
Yeah, Gallery.
Yeah.
And
this was before I met you.
Yeah, we played at Gallery as well, and then from then on, like we played where else did we play at? We did little things too. We played for like a designer. We had a gig for a designer. What else? Where else did we play?
We went back to Opera after Gallery.
Yeah, we went back to Opera. We were throwing our OutQast events where we wanted to
themed events.
We had theme events. You know, we had what was the first one we did? Was it the Glow?
The Glow Up?
No, the first one was with B Mike. That was before Gallery, and then after that it was Glow Up and Stranger Things.
Okay, so we had the Glow Up event.
The Bomber event.
Yeah.
Shout out to Bomber.
Yeah, shout out Bomber. We did our first event at Opera, and we incorporated a feature. So what we were trying to do, we were throwing new music, but also we had a artist that was unknown. You know what I'm trying to say? That we really thought was dope, and we gave them that platform to showcase their talent. So we did that, and like you said, each event we were throwing different themes. So that's what we were trying to do. We were trying to, like I said, sounds, visuals with the promo with the promo video for the event, but also when they were at the event themselves, we wanted to design the whole venue a certain different way. You know what I'm trying to say? So we just pushing each boundaries right there.
Okay. But when you say pushing boundaries, it got me thinking, like, what are the boundaries? And, you know, being here longer than you,
of course.
I'm also thinking, like, you know, the crowd may not be, you know, used to, because people might not like what I'm gonna say, but I feel like it's true. Here in Croatia, it's like people, when they go out, this might be everywhere else as well, but I think communities are kind of more accepting towards new music. But I think here, you know, when you go out to some places, people really just want to hear one type of thing that their ears are really used to. So, you know, and I've been to your parties, and did you have like a hard time trying to figure out what's getting them to dance, and how much you can implement, you know, new stuff to, as you say, push boundaries?
You want to answer this?
At least what I
Because I think it's quite of a hard job. I think it's quite a challenge.
It's extremely difficult, and like I didn't expect to see Croatia in this light, you know, like because what I would play really good songs, you know, good like well mixed songs. I mean, that's obviously subjective, right? But they, in all my years of like doing music and, you know, understanding different genres and all that, what people responded to the most was familiarity. So whatever people knew, that's when they would start dancing. Even if it was, I could play Despacito. I mean, God forbid. I could play that song, right? People will dance to it because they know it. People will sing to it. They respond physically because when they're put in a club environment, they're already kind of, they go to a club firstly to drink and dance, right?
You just made me realize something, and I think it's also a cultural difference kind of thing. And it's not even a bad thing. It's just the way things are. I think in you know, different cultures, for example, when you go, I don't know, Latin America, United States, or you know, Great Britain, Holland, you know, societies that are more diverse. I think the people go to the clubs more to dance, more to just like bounce to something. Whereas here, I think people are used to, you know, going to like a cafe or a pub or a bar, and like they all sing together. And I think that's one
true.
big
That's
one
big
big difference that I noticed when I moved to Croatia. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Because when my classmates were taking me out for the first time, I was just like wondering what it's gonna look like, what kind of music, and it was literally like, okay, from 10 to 1 we're playing like foreign music, you know, hits and blah blah blah, so everybody gets a bit, you know, warmed up, and then like from like midnight to 1 or 2 it's Croatian music, so everyone knows the lyrics, and I'm just standing there all insecure, just like yapping my mouth open, trying to figure out the words and blend in, you know. And then towards the end, you know, when everyone's pissed drunk and shit, they listen to Serbian folk music, and then everyone goes wild and everyone's just singing the whole time. So I think it's more important for people here to sing to something
completely. They
than
don't
to dance.
I wanted to add, my bad, what you guys were saying. What I've noticed is, and maybe I'm wrong, but over here it's more of a, just even with your national music, the country's national music, right? It's more lyric based, right? Yeah, it's something for them to
sing along
to. But then, like in my culture, like black culture, it's more rhythmic based. Yeah, there's more movement.
Everyone knows how to dance.
Everybody just we more. If the sound is good, you can throw anything, even if it's new. If the sound is good, you'll see people just naturally move. Yeah. And over here, while I'm DJing, they're more reluctant to dance when they know the lyrics of the words. You know what I'm trying to say? So that's kind of a barrier we had to kind of navigate towards. You know what I'm saying?
And of course, we're talking about, you know, the mainstream of people who go to the clubs. Of course, there's you know, electronic music events and techno, blah blah, where people don't expect to go.
We're just talking about on average what we deal with, like in the beginning. Yeah. But I feel like he said, like there's people are becoming more open. Yeah, there's more diversity, and we're
now more than ever. Yeah,
we're incorporating. We're trying to help that transition where you can hear different sounds.
So, how do you think you can implement pushing boundaries and playing new music? Do you think it would be smarter to do like at a smaller venue and create like your own little community?
That's what we tried to do in the beginning. Yeah, we were really trying to have a more modest approach first to kind of just like. Gain awareness within like a smaller circle that we could sort of call more like super fans, you know, people who know, who would really like appreciate our cause and really follow us and go to every event and stuff like that, and know us, not just come, like know us, they come, we're friends, you know, hang out with us, all that kind of stuff. We did that, and then now we can like confidently, we know we have a following, we know we have support, and that's how we started in Hangout, you know, that's when we did small events like that and tried to party it up as much as possible and do it on a more social level. That was a priority. It was a more social level. It's not just to party. It was to connect people with similar interests, you know? So a lot, we connected lots of people who liked hip hop and liked our cause. All those people had with these mutual personalities and preferences and all that stuff, they naturally became friends because they shared something mutual in the first place, right? So that's kind of how we started. We built it.
So you've had that experience, you know, in the small clubs, building a community, blah, blah, blah. Then you went to the big club.
Yeah.
That worked out in a certain way. You got a certain experience. And so what's the plan now? Like, how are you going to balance this? Do you obviously care about, you know, your community and people who listen to the music that you like and you play. So what is the plan for 2019?
Yeah, when we went to the bigger clubs, we loved it as well. We got a big exposure, but also
it has its limitations.
It does have its limitations, and we're trying to find a middle ground where we can showcase new type of sounds, but also bring in building our bigger fan base, right? So then we can also, when we throw a bigger event, we can bring those people to those type of different venues, right? But also expand OutQast as a brand, and also incorporate even more different DJs to bring in even different more sounds. Like, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, like theme parties, but different kind of genres.
Basically, we wanted our crowd to just be like kind of like explorers. You know what I'm trying to say?
Explorers.
And be open to different
keyword explorers.
Yeah,
it's basically Spotify but live.
Exactly.
That's our dream goal.
Yeah,
you know.
Maybe you should just whip out your Spotify and put the
we don't need that.
That was a terrible joke.
That's not wrong.
Keep rolling.
Whip out your Spotify. Like, whoa, buddy.
Get the Croatian Spotify DJ.
But yeah, so now the plan is just let the brand grow, and then also try to, as you say, grow our even social platform and even do YouTube videos and showcase our different talent, because we have a lot of different elements in the group. We want to showcase everybody individually, and even if we have other people who wants to, showcase their talent, we have a platform for them to do that. You know?
Yeah, we don't
maybe it would best to say that in this way we can communicate with the people who have the same interests as us, and
basically that's what we're doing this right now, so we can showcase.
We don't want to do just like, we want to go beyond music. We want to be more about the culture, and that's why like a lot goes with music. Like a lot of it is this. Yeah. There's so
music
much more.
Is what brought us together.
Music is. We are all in this because we love, music. We love throwing parties, and we have lots of different kinds of artists that want to express themselves and perfect their craft in different ways. So that's why we have the rest of the group, and we're working together to make something new and develop and build the culture, if possible. In that way.
Okay.
I was gonna say one thing to add to it. Like I feel like we created an avenue for people to listen to different music in Zagreb, in the city, but now we would like to do the same thing in the coast for the summer. Yeah. You know what I'm trying to say? So
like hit the big cities like Split, Pula and stuff like that.
Everything, because like, no offense, they're playing a lot of the same music. It's going to be EDM.
EDM, blah, blah, blah.
Let's have one option too for somebody who wants to hear like hip hop or trap or, you know what I'm saying, or house, different type of sounds, you know what I'm trying to say, and we want to...
So this is the goal for 2019?
That's the goal for 2019.
2019. Expand.
Definitely.
All right. I think that's good enough for an introduction.
Yeah, so...
We are OutQast Collective. My name is Tone. This is Lee. This is June. In our crew as well, Dom, Leon, and Chris. So shout outs to them, shout outs to all of our friends and people listening to this, watching us. What we really want you to do is ask us questions, get involved if there's something that sparked your interest during this conversation, or what? Oh, you're saying I'm doing well. No, you can just say it.
Thumbs up, subscribe.
Oh, the thumbs up. I was gonna get to that, but I really think it's more important. You talk to us, ask us questions.
Leave comments, man.
Get involved.
Because I think we sparked an interesting conversation. This is a multicultural kind of thing. I think Croatia is opening up. I think people in Croatia might have great ideas, but don't really. Do anything about it. So let's talk about it. Let's do something. Yeah. Let's make something. Let's build something. And like Mr. Manager over there said, like and subscribe and leave a comment maybe. No, I'm joking.
See you in the next one.
Yeah, see you in the next one. Yeah. Thank you for watching, people. Thank you very much.
Peace out, man.